Alrighty, we're continuing these tournaments with Blast from the Past. Scoop 2022. Starting things off with a PLO tournament. 5K high roller. Pretty stacked final table if you ask me. Jay Nandez in there. Ooh, PLO specialist. Darn good poker player. Ship it for the win as well. 2 shorties, 20 bigs. I mean, 2 middling stacks. My bad. The 2 shorties are Mad Samot, 13 bigs. Picking up jacks in the big with an ace and an 8. And there's a suit. Oh, PLO, this fun game. Terror off 40 will limp in the kings with the suit. Interesting. Doesn't want to bloat the pot. Ooh, what happened there? Who knows? No jack, no straight for Mad Samot. We'll see check on the flop. So there's 100k chips sitting in front of Elk. Who knows what the heck for? Some sort of glitch. Mad Samot blocking the straight, but no flush blockers. We'll just check down the jacks. Terror with top set, thinking about going for some value, but just says, I don't think there's any to be had. Terror might get back in there. Another limp, okay. Interesting stuff. Alex off the short stack. Double suited 7-6-5. Looks to be a darn good hand. Gonna need some low cards. That's not good enough. King 10-5. The jacks are still good. Bet in half pot and we'll take it down. Wonder if that 100k chip is ever gonna leave Elk's spot there. Kings for Mad Samot. They let it go. Terror's back in there with the limps. Interesting stuff. I was not expecting that. The second place stack. Let's just play some limp pots. Still getting aggressive here with the flush draw and the straight draw and the top pair. Interesting call by Jay Nandez with the backdoor flush draw with the front door flush draw. Pair of 2s, no straight draw. The deuce on the river will give him the lead though. Off the short stack. I'm kind of surprised to see Jay Nandez come along with a crappy little flush draw. Ace high board, no straight draw. 3 of a kind draw gets there though. Will he get any value? Very small bet on the river. Ace queen for Terror. You've beaten draws. Bet won't get paid. That's a darn shame for Jay Nandez. They could use another 2 bigs to add to that stack. Try to get back up there with Elk. Double suited King 10-9-8. Elk does defend the 7-3-3-9 double suited. Making a pair of 7s. That's probably not good enough, but we'll see a turn for free. 7s are still in the lead. King will change that. Check pot. Check down pot. Jay Nandez wins up to 25 bigs. Almost even things up with Elk. We unfortunately haven't had the chance to hear from E yet. 72 bigs. Huge stack. Getting a walk there. Looks like they have something to play with in the small blind. 5-4-4-3 double suit. Play the 3x raise. I wonder what happens if Mad jams. We're gonna find out. He's doing some math. I don't know what's good here. Who knows? Set of 4s is good. No, wait, just kidding. A set of 8s. We're gonna need a 4 diamond. There's some straight outs there on the turn. E does not hit. The set of 8s is good. I saw the 4s before I saw the 8s. It's kind of funny. Jay Nandez with the ace queen 10, I think deuce. Puts in the 3-bet from the big blind and gets it through. Interesting stuff. Blind on blind between two of the middling stacks. Ship It is now one of the shorties, I suppose. With top pair, we'll just let it go. I think they were both playing King 8. The aggression from Jay Nandez will get the job done, though. Ship It could have drawn to some 2 pairs. Maybe you just want to wait for Alex to bust, though. Or wait for a better spot. Ace 4-3-3, Terror limping on in again. Elk with a very playable double suited bullshit hand. Looks like 2 pair for Terror will take it with a lead on out. So what do we got going on here? 5K, 110,000 for first. Interesting stuff. About 22 buy-ins. Oh, we're gonna get this all in here. 9 on the flop. That will be a double up for Alex. Elk with, I think, some straight outs. Also drawing to the jack. Doesn't hit. So now we got 3 middling short stacks. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Ship It for the win. Did not want to see that happen. Wanted the jacks to hold there. No action for Jay Nandez queens. A couple other high cards. Nice and aggressive by E here. 10-8-7-4 with a suit. I mean, it looks very playable. It's just, let's use a 3x sizing and say nobody can call. Like, what do we even do here? 17 bigs. Oh my lord, we're just waiting for aces. Aces with a suit even. Not much going on here. Terror with a pretty looking hand in the big blind. Ship It doesn't even limp though. We're just preserving our chips. Ace Queen Jack 2 double suit for E. Aces for Jay Nandez. Putting in the 3-bet. E does just fold the strong looking double suited something. I suppose E knows in this situation. People are going to be waiting for those aces. And if not, they're going to have some sort of ace king, high card, suited something. So E's going to be getting it in dominated there a lot with the ace queen 10 deuce double suited. E's teaching us some lessons here. Facing all raise from the pair of 3s with the backdoors. Interesting by Alex getting aggressive. Wait, no, he was in position, wasn't he? Nope, he was in the button. Alex let on out. Jay Nandez trying to limp here. Oh, we'll fold to the 3-bet even with the king jack 10-10 with a suit. Way to save your chips there. Escaping E's aces. Elk will take this with the ace king 10-6 with the suit. Not too bad for them. Tying Ship It. Do we defend here with the king jack 9-5 double suited? We are going to a flop. Jack 8 deuce. Pretty interesting straight draw for E with the top pair. Or sorry, top 2. Top 2, my bad. Ship It just finds the fold. Well, way to preserve your chips. See a flop that's not that favorable. Terror has some chips to play here. Does come along with the jack 9-9 deuce. Thought we might see a fold, but Terror says, hey, I've got 30 bigs. I'll hang on out. Let me see a flop. Looks like blinds have gone up at least once or twice now. So Alex on 14, Elk on 11, and Ship It on 10. Jay Nandez has found a way to fight their way to 3rd place, but only on 26 bigs. Are we going to get the ace queen 6 deuce in? No. Kings for Alex is good. Each pot is so dang important. As Alex, where are we sitting now? Fourth? Are you for real? Alex is now in fourth. We just won one pot. Each one's going to be huge. Madsamot thinking about defending the Queen 7-3. Only one suit. Only two cards there that look pretty. Alex getting a few hands. Getting the chance to fight. Madsamot with queens. We'll just let that go versus Ace, King, Queen 9. Queens don't look so good. Not in the 4-card game. E doesn't put the pressure on this time round. And Ship It will get a walk. How important for them. Down to 10 bigs. That's no good. Truly has not had many hands there, Ship It. Elk stand aggressive with the Queen, Queen, 8-3. Double suited. Won't get no action. 14 bigs. Ooh, this is getting spicy. Still no bust outs yet. That's pretty sweet to see. I always like big, deep heads-up battles. But if we're being honest, these short stacked 7 ways. I mean, no, it's not going 7 ways to a flop, but a 7-handed battle. 2 pair. Facing the heat. Elk puts in the raise and we'll just take it down. So many draws out there. E has just, I think, a gutter to a 10. Whatever it was ace-high board is pretty scary for Elk, but again, it's nice for them to take one down. 4-7 flopping a straight there for Alex. Pretty good deal. Jay Nandez, are we limping? Nope, putting in the 3x. Queen's in the big though for E. Pretty strong. Queen, King, Queen, Queen 9. Whoo, nut flush draw versus top 2 pair. I think we're getting this in. We're gonna need to sweat a diamond and some straight outs. Jack 10. E finds the fold with the nut flush draw. Whoa! Whoa! I don't know PLO, so who the hell knows? If that's is this reasonable? Like, to me, I say I've got the nut flush draw. I'm always going with it. But to be fair, ace high board, you could just be running into aces. And again, like I was saying, I think people are waiting for aces right now. As we see Elk find them. And do you really want to be taking like a flip there with, like, flip if you just so happen to be flipping? I don't even think you're flipping with the nut flush draw there. And the backdoor straight draw. Like, yeah, like, I don't think that's flipping versus the top 2. Oh, we're going to get this in. Jacks, they hold. Uh-oh. Huge pot there for Ship It. Finally finding some hands. Jack 10, 10, 8. Put in the 3x raise. Flop and top set. Top and, nope. Bottom and middle pair for Tear. It's a pretty darn wet board. Small bet. Gonna be hard to fold. And 8 will be scary for both players. So we see Ship It checking top set. Terror block 6-7. 2 pair just looking to find a boat on the river. Thankfully for them, they didn't find it. You figure Queen Jack fires away on the turn. Does 10-9 and 10-8 continue to fire away on the turn? Who knows? Probably not if sets are checking. So Ship It gets some thin value there off second place position. Very nice, and now that's where they sit. Dang, nicely done by Ship It, who is down to being one of the short stacks. Either in last or second last, I don't remember. That's kind of what's so nice about these short stack battles. It's like it doesn't take much to find yourself in second place, and now Ship It's going to be putting the pressure on these shorties. Oh boy, just like that, and 30 big blinds, only 17 behind first place. We could see a lot of Ship It stealing the blinds, putting the pressure on the shorties. Oh boy. The prediction's coming in way too late, but here it is. Ship It is going to find a way to ship it. We've seen that before. Ship It finds a way to ship it. What's going on here? 3 pair, we'll take it. Didn't see what Terror had. Aces in the big. E is going to try to limp it on in. Aces with the queen jack double suited, way too strong to be checking, I think. We have to try to build a pot. No action though. E with a very pretty ace, king, queen, 10 double suit. No action. So Jay Nanda's now down to 10 bigs in the small blind. Might get a chance to play. No, E says, no way, this is my pot. Ship It with the queen jack 10-4, we'll let it go. Aces for Alex. Limping on in, and we're going 4 ways to a flop. Not good at all for aces. Nobody has a flush. Alex blocks the nut flush, and he's using it as a little bluff, I think. He doesn't have the best of it here. 2 pair comes along. May as well bluff with your ace of spades here. This is going to get through. How do you call down with the pairs? Does he have a straight? He's got a straight. E has a straight, blocking the straight flush. But yeah, you got to fold there. Nicely done by Alex. I mean, it looks so tempting to... Ooh, Jay Nanda's getting this in here. I don't know if this is getting called. Gonna need an ace, a jack, a king, a straight. He has no suit. E does just fold the 10s, of course. I was just wondering if the price was good enough to get it in there or not. E will do the math for us and we'll find out. Aces double suited for Jay Nanda's. You'll love to see it. 9s in the big, just let it go. King, king, 10-10. Double suited, very strong. Mad Samot, the shorty in the big. Does have an interesting ace 8-5-6 with a suit. Figures they're a little bit too short to be defending in the big there. Nice job by Mad Samot. Attacking from the small blind there. Doesn't want to see a flop with the ace 10-4-4. Dang, so after Alex took a pot off of E, they're up to 21 bigs. Tied for second place. Yeah, just like that. E does have still that interesting lead though. As blinds have gone up. Ship It's now hanging in there at 23 bigs. Interesting. Mad Samot double suited ace 8-8-6. Early position raise. What the heck do we do now facing a 3-bet from the big blind? Ace king 8. Oh, no, sorry. How do I always see an 8 when it's a queen? I don't know. But I always mix those two up. We'll draw with the 4s. We'll stab and take it for Alex. Nice, nice, nice. After 2 pots, they're up to 26 bigs, and they pick up an ace, king, queen, 5. Mad Samot will stick in the ace, queen, 10, 8. They're going to need an 8 or a 10. Aces is no good. 3. Oh, I think we're holding. Oh, the boat. Sorry, my bad. I didn't even see the 5. Forgot about Alex's 5. We're still looking for an ace of 10. Or an 8 of 10. A queen would chop. Alex now a big stack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alex is going to run the show. Interesting spot for Terror. 8-6-6-3 with a double suit. We'll just let it go. Does some quick math and says, nah, I can't quite do this. We're not calling here. Elk in the big. Being the shorty. They will come along to the flop. Doesn't flop all that great. Let's it go. Elk down to 10 bigs. That's no good. So E, after losing a pretty big pot versus Alex, they're still hanging in there with 33. They have position over Alex, so that's always good news. As they flop in 3 of a kind, they should get this one here. Alex with a low flush draw. Blocking the boats as well. Interesting. Gonna need a spade, a 6, or an 8. No boat for E. Who knows what to do here on the double flush board. Stack to pot ratio 1.5 to 1. Puts in the small bet. Giving Alex a chance to draw. 10 of spades. That's a pretty dirty river. That's a boat for E. Facing a jam, you're probably not calling. Half pot size bet. Alrighty, that's more interesting. Who knows what you do here? He finds the call with the boat blocker. Huge pot going E's way. Very dirty river there. How rude of PokerStars to do such a thing. It didn't have to be a spade. You could have just put the other 10 out there. Come on. Boo, 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 boo. So E back in first place. And they got a commanding lead now. 58 bigs. The suited ace. Let's raise it up. 3 blinds. You guys can't call. You're in a pickle. Everybody's going to be folding. This is horrific. Oh no, we're going to see a bunch of raising from E. And we're going to see a bunch of folding. Jane Endez with kings. Everybody knows that we're going to be seeing a bunch of folding and a bunch of raising from E. E can draw to the straight outs and the hearts coming along. There's the straight for him, and that is the nuts. So unfortunately, Jane Endez busting out there. 6th place, not a bad showing, but certainly wants the W. And we're going to get in the King Jack 7 deuce. And do we make any straights? Nope. Nope. E is throwing around the chips. I suppose there's just a 10 big blind call, and after putting in 3, you gotta call 7 more. So math says E call. Nice little raise here. Facing a limp, it would be 30,000 more to go for Alex, but they say let's bump it up. And they do have Elk completely dominated. Just a couple of kings though. That's no good for Elk there. E in the small blind. We'll see what they do. They're limping in the ace, deuce, deuce, 7, king high board. Ship it with a pair of 8s. Now 2 pair. E blocking sets in 2 pairs. Looks like they're not going to play. 8 will be good. So I keep going back to Alex's stack. The 26 bigs. 2nd place. Out of position versus E. We're going to see a lot of folding there. Considering E is going to be opening super wide. He's going to see aces here. Hopefully he doesn't pay this off. There we go. Terror at 17 bigs. And I say hopefully, I just want to continue to see this dynamic of E raising. I want to see what people defend. Alex comes along with the jacks, flopping the nut straight. E is dead to a jack. Oh, how dirty a jack would be. E firing away. Oh, a jack. Are you serious? Are you serious? Whoo! E with the nuts. Alex calls it off. Oh no. That's a nice run of card for E, making a couple of straights there, getting a couple knockouts. It's not a bounty tournament, but still the ladders are important here. Elk taking the 10-10-5 jack double suited. We'll get it through with the raise. 8-6-4-3 double suited. We'll raise that up and get everybody to fold. Because we got that huge stack and you guys are going to wait for ladders. 8-8-6-4 on the button. Putting in the raise. 3 10s. We'll have to let it go. Ooh, aces. That's pretty cool. We'll see if E comes along. Nope. Not gonna take the double suited something something. Just gonna lay it down, move along. E. Getting it through. What do you know? Here's going to be another raise. We'll see if Terror goes with the queens here. He's got a suited ace to go along with it. Ace jack 10 deuce with the suited jack 10. Who knows if that calls the 3-bet here? Nope, it does not. Yeah, this is what I really wanted to see. E's just going to be playing a lot of freaking hands. He's going to get raised every once in a while. Going to have to fold that, but going to keep the situation here. Nothing more valuable than the situation. Putting in the raise here. Both players with the same suits. A pair of queens and 5s will take it with the bet. Pair of 9s make no set, no bet. I suppose there was flush draws there, but kings for ship it. We'll take it. Uh-oh, I didn't see what E did there. That would have been interesting. He's going to the limping now. Alrighty, Roo. Says, hey, oh, this is so cool. We're playing like 16 blinds effective. Ace 10 versus Ace 10. Terror with a worse 2-pair draw. Is he drawing to the set? Still sticks in the raise here. That gets it through. Nicely done by Terror, getting the same hand to fold. Very interesting. I'm not sure why he put in the raise, but he did. Maybe for protection? Who knows? Out of position there. He's going to have so many freaking hands. It is kind of nice just to get the fold on the flop with the ace 10. As ship it picks up aces in the big again. He's not coming along. On the button, E does fold the bullshit hand. 16 bigs effective. Limping it in, flopping a straight. I mean, Terror has a lot of outs here. An 8, a 3, that's no good. Nope, that's no good. It is a straight for Terror. They're gonna need the flush draw or 8. There comes the 3. That's no good for ship it. Hopefully they can find a fold on the river here. I suppose Terror has a boat. So the flush comes in, boats get there. Pretty bad river. Find the fold, Bubby. It's in ya. Oh, nicely done. I wasn't expecting it actually. I was just hoping for it. But it does make a lot of sense as your straight looks pretty bad on the river there. E was sitting out for half a second. What's going on there? Maybe internet issues? Elk now. Coming along off the short stack. Flopping 3 of a kind. Straight draw for Terror. Might stick it in. Just put the pressure on. Bet small. Even better. Elk plays call. Straight comes in on the river. We're going to see a queen. A 4, a 7, a king. For Elk to make a boat. Ace is no good. King Jack will take it. The straights have been getting there and holding. Interesting. In the 4-card game, you don't see that too often. I suppose ship it did have their straight just beat there. 5 of diamonds is an interesting card to have, but Chip It says I don't have enough chips to do anything about this. Does play 3x with a very strong 9-8-7-7 double suited. Queen Jack 6-3 comes along, flopping top pair. Pair of 7s. Should have an easy fold now. Unfortunately, ooh, Ace of Hearts on the turn. Do we want to bluff? Ship It starts with a lead. You like to see it. Terror folds the Queen Jack. Oh yeah, nicely done by Ship It. Ooh yeah, ship the chips. Terror facing a 3-bet from the queens. Ace Queen 10-7 with a suit. We'll just let it go. So E up to 78 bigs after that 3-bet there. Terror on 23 with a slight lead over Ship It. Ace King 3-6 will put in the raise here pre-flop. Ace 8-8-5 double suited. Terror thinking it over. We'll just find the fold. 3 of a kind for E on the flop. Ship It with the backdoor flush draw. 6 is no good. Ship It will find the fold. Even more chips for E. 84 bigs. Holy shit. Terror playing the limp on the button. Okay. Facing the raise. We're double suited. We got an ace and a jack. Let's just fold, Terror says. E is getting the opportunity to raise everything now. That's cool to see. And we see a walk for E. Dang! Everybody's in the cage. Terror with a double suited something. We'll try to limp again. E says no way, right? There it is. Get out of here, Terror. This one's a little bit more interesting though. King Jack 9. We're a little bit too disconnected with that 4. Ooh, things are rough for Terror. I mean, Ship It isn't in a good spot. They will get to raise here. Queen 10-5-8 finds the fold. 90 bigs for E. Don't do it, Terror. Find the fold. Quick raise from queens in the small. We'll take it. E putting in the raise. Ship It as Queen Queen Jack 10. We'll stick it in. Sweating the 5. Sweat the 5. No 5. No straight. Full double up for Ship It, and they're in second place now. Terror has just been in a pickle. 3-handed. This has been horrific for them. They don't get to limp nothing. Oh, out of position. You don't want to call. This is awful for Terror. Awful for Terror. E after doubling up Ship It, still at 82 bigs, like not sweating nothing, betting full pot with top 2. Ship It does have the flush draw and straight draw, 4 on the turn. Full pot again, and Ship It is priced out of the pot. Nice bully poker from E. Almost back to the 90 bigs. Limping in now, already 3 ways to a flop. Oh, when Terror says you guys get out of here. Has a double suited something. Terror says, fold you fools, let me get back into second place. Ship It King Jack 10-9. Putting in the all in. Slightly behind here. Ace King 9-6 will fold. Whoof. It's a nice one to get through for Ship It. E going back to the limps as we're at 17 bigs effective. Alrighty, Roo. Pair and a flush draw. Super interesting. Your flush draw is super low. Bottom 2 pair. First top pair, top kicker. Drawing to the wheel. A 3, a 5, an ace, a jack. No spades. That's what E needs. A 3 will do two pair isn't going to look too comfy. E blocking the nut straight with the fives. Can jam all in. Hopefully Terror finds a fold here. 2-4, yeah. Does eventually make the fold. Blinds go up. Uh-oh. 10 bigs for Terror. 9.5 now. Whoo! So E at 78 after blinds go up. It's pretty rude for the other players. That's a lot of chips. To be fair, the other two are not out of it. Terror has about 10% of E's chips. Here's the spot. King on the flop. That's no good. No 10. Terror is out of here. Getting it in good there at the end. E has just ran the show. Would have been a great call. So Ship It has quite the disadvantage to come back from. E with a big stack and bottom pair will price out Ship It's pair of threes. Limping on in. Interesting stuff. We're just going to go to a flop. Top two and this flush draw for Ship It. Straight draw for E. They're just going to put pressure on. Let's see a call. Ship It puts in the raise. E just didn't have enough to continue there, so I wanted to see call it. See if he puts the pressure on. Flush draw for Ship It. 10 gets there. That'll be a straight. Not much doing for E, so they escape danger. Double suited ace 8-9 deuce. Putting in the raise. That'll be top pair for Ship It. Bottom pair with the backdoor flush draw for E. Jack of spades, very scary card. E, no straight. This is silly. Queen of spades, what do we do here? Holy jabroni, we're putting in the raise. And we're going to get the fold. So 20 bigs for Ship It. Sees a nice low board, but we're both connected to the low. E putting in the min raise. Will face a raise here. Ship It trying to what, a 3? Holy crap. Low board was good for them. Nobody's got a 9. Flush draw for Ship It. Pair of 4s taking a stab. And Ship It does find the fold. I suppose that's a nice play there for E as Ship It picks up aces. Putting in 3-bet. E finds the fold. Boop a doop boop 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 boop. Ooh, this is interesting. Basically the same hand except E has a 10. E's aggression will get the job done. So lots of stabbing by E. Even with these low pairs, they don't give a crap. Putting Ship It in a pickle. Or I suppose allowing him to make easy folds. That's not a pickle at all. A nice low board for Ship It with some backdoors and some pairs. Puts in the raise again. King high flush draw with a pair comes along. 7s are still good. Is a weird spot to continue raising with the 7s. There's so many straight draws out there. E bets pot and gets the job done. 82 bigs. Top pair for E again. E with bottom set. Well, that's a good deal. Should see a pot going Ship It's way. We'll see if they can get some more value. Unfortunately not on the 4 turn. Interesting low board. What the heck's going on? E probably took it with a bet with a 2 pair. We went blurry. Focus up, computer. Let's go. Refocus. Refocus. There we go. Establish the focus. Ship It with a pair of 10s. Interesting stuff. Flush draw and straight draw. for E will get the job done. Gonna see a lot of that, unfortunately. E limping in. It has been really cool to see E changing up the sizes. What do we got? Do we got a straight? No straight. Oh, we got the flush draw and the straight draw. 6 is no good. What the hell is going on over there? Ship it also with the crazy straight draw. Folds unimproved. I think E had the worst of it there. When both players have something going on, it's difficult to read. E with the straight draw, firing away. A 4 or a 10. Ship it needs a heart. I mean, the 5 or the 4s were good, but folding to the big bomb. Straight for E, and that's a nope. How many pairs we got going on here? 2 pairs for ship it, 3 pairs for ship it. Gonna be hard to fold the 3 pairs. Ship it does pay it out, down to 7 bigs. 1 in the middle, and now E is saying let's get this in. What do we need? Oh, the ace will do it on the river. What do we need? I don't know. Ship it had a pair of jacks. Oh, sorry, pair of 10s. Pair of 10s were holding. Spade. He had plenty of outs there. One more time. Let's go to the turn. I want to pause it right there. Don't go to the turn, but what are we looking at? E, yeah, needs a spade or an ace. 8 wouldn't help. Doesn't have any straight draws. No 4 or no 6. No 4. That wouldn't help. Anyway, so E eventually does get the job done. Go back to the beginning as always. Coming in with 72 bigs. Ship it did start things off in 4th place, and we did see them battle all the way back. Unfortunately, Jay Nandez didn't run the best. Even when they did make the set draw with the deuces, for the most part they ran pretty poor, played pretty darn good. I think ended up in 6th. It's a darn shame. Was a good battle. Terror got in there. Did a lot of interesting limping with the bigger stack to start things off. But it was a very valuable teaching lesson, getting a chance to see how you play the PLO final tables with the interesting short stack dynamic. Anyways, nicely done by E. Very good battle by Ship It. Good stuff.